your life and your business should always be in consistent harmony. Because if your life is balanced, and then your business will also be balanced by default. Welcome to another amazing episode with us here at Osage Financial. If you're a student, we hope you find this information valuable to you. If you're a company looking for accountants, click the link below and we'll be in touch with you as soon as possible. At the end of this episode, we have a very good announcement for the services that we offer here at Osage Financial. In today's episode, we'll be discussing some questions from our audience. So we have 3 questions here, one about consistency, another one about adjustment of vision, and then another one about action. Look, everything in life requires action and consistency. If you're going to do anything at all, you have to be consistent to be able to get the results you want. You want to get fit, go to the gym consistently, work out at your house consistently. But anyways, you have to work out consistently. You have to eat healthy consistently. You have to perform consistently. I was scrolling through Instagram a few days ago, and there's this thing that called the Ironman happening everywhere. One in the Woodlands, Texas. I think there's another one in California, another one in South Africa. They're everywhere. I think it's the Ironman season. And I happened to run across a guy making a comparison between calories. He took a bowl of berries and I poured them into a container and said, these berries are 100 calories. He took a bag of chips and poured that bag of chips and said, this amount of chips are 100 calories. And then he kept doing the same with a comparison between vegetables and fruits and snacks and chocolates, right? Those two, if you consistently eat one or the other, you get a certain set of results. If you go into the gym, obviously you'd like to eat more of the fruits and vegetables, proteins, and good quality foods that give you good quality calories, and then be consistent at the gym to get the results you want. If you go to participate in the Ironman, right? I mentioned these Ironmans are happening everywhere. You'd like to first train for it, that way your body is prepared for it, eat healthy, that way you have the nutritional needs that you want to be able to then perform at the rate you want to perform. We are business podcasts. What does consistency have to do with everything I'm saying? If you're in business, you have to be consistent at everything that you do, right? If you're selling a product, you need to know how to attract the clients to your product, how to market that product to those clients, how to get those clients to take the action to be able to purchase your product, and then of course how to get those clients to purchase your product that turns into revenue for your business, and then you repeat that cycle. Consistency. So consistency is absolutely important to everything that we do in business, and of course we always advise to have a harmony between business and life. Your life and your business should always be in consistent harmony, because if your life is balanced, and then your business will also be balanced by default, because you give more time to your business because your personal life is balanced, or everything else that you're doing is balanced. If you're feeling healthy and strong, you also give more energy and time to your business because you're healthy and strong, your vitals are strong, and you can go out and deliver on the business side. So consistency is very important. I told one of my cousins, he's starting a business, and I told him, hey, look, man, the best way to start a business is when you think about it, you say, this is what I want to do. You do research on that business. You look at what other people in that industry are doing. There's nothing new under the sun. Something that you want to do, somebody else has already done it. Somebody else has thought about it. And we're in the world of social media, somebody has talked about it. So when you think about a business, create that business plan, take the action towards it. When you take the action towards it, there's a certain few things you need to do, right? You need to register your LLC, open your business account, have your articles of organization, and then go out and begin that business. Go out and market that business. Go out and get those clients. Go out and create that whole sales funnel, sales cycle. All these things require consistent action, forward progress. Consistency, absolutely important. So that's a very good question here on consistency. Now, if you do start that business, or if you are running the Ironman and things are not going your way, right? So I gave an example of a guy that I saw on Instagram putting in a container of fruits and vegetables on one side and snacks and chocolates on the other side, and comparing the calories between those two. If you're eating healthy, if you're training daily, if you're consistent in the things that you're doing, and you're not getting the results that you need to get, what do you need to do? You have to adjust. You have to adjust your vision. You have to adjust your training. You have to adjust what you're doing. There's a certain point in exercise. I'm not a complete exercise guy, but I remember one of my trainers telling me when I used to play soccer that if you continue performing the same exact exercise, at some point your body adjusts to that exercise. You have to change the types of exercise that you're doing, or you have to do a mix of exercise. In business, it's the same. If you're running your business a specific way and you hit a plateau, you hit a point where there's no growth, you hit a point where really no growth means you're going backwards because everything else is moving forward. But you hit a plateau and you stay on that plateau. Yes, you could be consistently on that plateau, but if there's no positive growth and you're stuck in that space, you need to adjust a few things in your business. You need to adjust the product offering that you're giving to these clients. You need to adjust the marketing mix that you have for these clients. You need to adjust your leadership style. All businesses succeed or fail based on the vision, the direction, and the leadership of the person in charge. You could be a one-man business leading yourself into battle, driving your vision. You could be a team of 5 and you're leading that team of 5 for a specific vision, for a specific direction, and you are the one that may need to change. That means you have to adjust your vision, you have to adjust your drive, you have to adjust maybe not your business plan necessarily, but how you preach the vision of your business plan to the team that you have. So adjustment of vision ties really well with consistency. Yes, you can be very consistent at everything that you're doing, but that might hit a plateau. In exercise, you may have to change the types of exercises that you're doing because your body adjusts to it. Business is the same. You may hit a plateau and you realize, okay, we've been doing these things for a solid year. Now we need to adjust what we're doing so that we can be able to gear up to a new phase so that we can go out and consistently hit the goals that we're wanting to hit, mixing the marketing mix. Look, sometimes repetition gets to be boring, right? Repetition is preached to be a great thing, which it is. But sometimes repetition, doing the same thing over and over and over and over again, gets to be boring. We're humans. We like change. We like excitement. We like different things. Business is the same. When you hit a plateau, not because what you're doing is not necessarily working, but what you're doing, you've reached the ultimate level at that stage of yourself and your business that you could reach with the repetition that you're doing. You have to adjust what you're doing. You have to adjust the gears and the movement and the vision that you're following through so that you can bring in new excitement, new emphasis about what you guys are doing in that business. So yes, you have to consistently adjust your vision. Consistency requires action. Adjustment of vision requires action. If you're going to run a Ironman triathlon, you have to take the action to exercise, to eat healthy, to be consistent in that goal. If you're going to run a business, it's the same thing. You have to take the consistency in that business. I mentioned that at some point, if you exercise and you hit a plateau where you have to change the exercise mix that you're doing. In business, it's the same. You may hit a plateau where you have to adjust your vision to where you're going. You can consistently do something over and over again and get results. Those results might hit their natural peak based on the leadership style or based on the type of leader that you are or based on the market that you're in. If you're a small fish in a small market, there's only so much market potential that you could gain. You might have to change the marketing mix to be able to reach new markets, or you may have to move to a completely different market, or you may have to add a market to the business offerings that you have. That's an adjustment of vision, right? So that you hit a plateau and you need to move past that plateau to continue growing your business, to continue growing your vision. Same thing if you're exercising and practicing for a triathlon, Ironman, whatever you're practicing for. You hit a plateau physically, a physical plateau. You adjust your training mix, you adjust your diet so that your body readjusts to the new style, to the new improved enhancements that you're going towards. Action is pretty much the most important part of anything that we do in life, in business. You have to take action to reach any goal that you're doing. I mentioned my cousin earlier. He took action in starting his business. He took action in opening a business bank account. He took action in rearranging and rethinking over and over again his business plan. Now he's taking action in marketing his business to go out and reach the clients that he wants to reach. What will likely happen is he will get those clients. What will also likely happen is he will start to face new challenges in that business. He also may reach a plateau where he must adjust his vision to continue taking action towards his ultimate goal of growing his business to where he wants his business to go. Action is required in anything that we do. At the beginning of this episode, I mentioned that I have an announcement from us here at Osage Financial. So the announcement is very, very good. We're very excited about this, by the way. It's very exciting. So like I always mentioned in the beginning of the videos, if you're a student, we hope you find this information valuable to you. If you're a company looking for accountants, click the link below. The link that we're adding here is a business proposal that we have for clients called Growth Point. If you're running a business, we always talk about business. If you're running a business and you need an accountant, generally accounting services may be expensive for some, depending on what you consider to be expensive. We have a product called Growth Point. Growth Point allows you to have accounting services from us here at Osage Financial at $45 an hour. You get payroll services, human resource services, you get financial reporting, you get tax preparation services, you get a full accountant at a flat fee of $45 an hour. You can use us for 1 hour a month or 40 hours a month, depends on what your business needs are. And of course, you get the same high quality of service that we provide here at Osage Financial. Growth Point. We're very excited to launch Growth Point. It will be starting May 1st of 2026. So we discussed 3 things here today in this episode. We discussed consistency, adjustment, vision, and action. Consistency requires action. Adjustment and vision requires action. Everything that we do requires action. Are you going to take the necessary action you need to take to be able to grow your business? Are you going to take the necessary action you need to take to be able to get healthier? I know for a fact that I am working out to be able to get stronger, right? I need to be stronger to be able to take that health, that vitality back into the business, help Osage Financial grow, help our clients grow, help our clients see new horizons. And of course, that takes us as well to new horizons. Thank you for watching this episode with us at Osage Financial. If you're a student, we hope you find the information valuable to you in this episode. If you're a company looking for accountants, click the link below and get in touch with us, and we'll be in touch with you as soon as possible. And I'm excited that May 1st, we'll be launching a new service called Growth Point. Growth Point allows you to get accountants at Osage Financial at $45 an hour for as little as 1 hour a month, 40 hours a month, as long as you need us to be able to provide you the high quality accounting services. Thank you. See you again next time.